Hello, and welcome to my presentation about the Aboriginal origin story titled Sky Woman. Origin stories are stories that tell how the world came to be. Aboriginal origin stories such as Glooskap, Sedna, and Sky Woman are all passed down from generation to generation. Aboriginals tell these stories by singing them, carving them, and painting them. Today we're going to focus on the Iroquoian story called Sky Woman. Long before the world was created, there was a land in the heavens called Skyworld, where supernatural beings called Sky People existed. One day, a pregnant Sky Woman fell through a hole under the roots of a tree and fell down to earth. Some versions of the story say she was pushed. Some say she tripped. Nonetheless, Sky Woman descended down to earth. A flock of birds was sent to gently catch her and guide her down onto the back of a great turtle. Some versions of the story say that Sky Woman appreciated the help so much that the earth began to grow around her, forming Turtle Island, or what we understand as North America. In other versions, the water animals such as the beavers, otters, and muskrats dove to the bottom of the ocean and brought forth mud. To thank the animals, Sky Woman began to sing and dance, shuffling her feet all the while spreading the earth over the turtle's shell. And from her hands, claws, and fingernails dropped plants, roots, and seeds that Sky Woman had carried with her from the sky world. This origin story is told in the Iroquois League. The Iroquois League, or the Six Nations, are members of a confederacy of Aboriginal nations. The Iroquois consists of the Seneca, Cayuga, Oneida, Onondaga, Tuscarora, and the Mohawk. The Iroquois League exists around the border of the United States and Canada, stretching from New York, Quebec, Ontario, Oklahoma to North Carolina and around the Great Lakes. The Sky Woman story is taught to all members of the community that are involved. Fun facts. There are many indigenous stories related to Turtle Island, and Sky Woman is one of them. The reason why is that the turtle acts as a symbol of life and earth. Another fun fact is that the story does not end there. The story continues on with Sky Woman giving birth to a daughter named Hanging Flower. Hanging Flower then gave birth to twins. The firstborn became known as the Good Spirit, and the other twin became known as the Evil Spirit. Jealous that his brother was the firstborn, the Evil Spirit chose to come out in the opposite direction, ripping through Hanging Flower's armpit. Sadly, Hanging Flower did not survive. The Good Spirit buried his mother, and from her body grew corns, beans, squash, strawberries, and other medicines, and from her head grew sacred tobacco. Hanging Flower then became known as Mother Earth. On Turtle Island, Sky Woman grew old and died. The Good Spirit hung Sky Woman's head up into the nighttime sky, where she became the sun and watched over her daughter, Mother Earth, and her grandchildren. The Good Spirit then created many good things, such as springs and streams of pure crystal water. On the other hand, the Evil Spirit caused chaos by pushing rocks and dirt into the rivers, which created swift and dangerous currents. Eventually, the two spirits decided to fight one another. Neither was able to win at first, but eventually the Good Spirit won. Because the Evil Spirit is a supernatural being, he could not die. Occasionally, the Evil Spirit's anger is felt in the form of a volcano. So, why are there so many animals in this story? The Iroquois people, like most Aboriginal groups, hold great respect for all animals. This fact is reflected in their creation myth by the role the animals play. Without the help of the animals, Sky Woman may have sunk to the bottom of the sea and Earth may not have been created. These are my references. Thanks for watching, and I hope that you have learned more about origin story Sky Woman.